Hello YouTubers, this is 777 Die Hard Forever coming at you with another highly anticipated and highly recommended model as I continue to play catch up. Today I'll be doing a review on the JC Wings LATAM Airlines Brazil Boeing 777-300ER in their special commemorative Star Wars Galaxy Edge themed livery scheme in a 1/200 scale model. I purchased this model from Easy Toys and their website address is www.easytoys.com. But first, before I go into details about this special commemorative aircraft model, please allow me to share with you some information about the history of LATAM Airlines Brazil and how they actually came about. LATAM Airlines Brazil, formerly known as TAM or Taxi Aéreo Marília, is a South American-based airline as well as a Brazilian subsidiary of the LATAM Airlines Group, whose actual history beginnings can actually be traced back to February 21st, 1961, when it was formed as well as originated as an air taxi company by a small group of former taxi air pilots. Then fast forward to November 11, 1975, that's when the government of Brazil created the Brazilian Integrated System of Regional Air Transportation and divided the country in 5 different regions, for which 5 newly created regional airlines received a concession to operate air services, as the former TAM Airlines was the 3rd of those regional airlines that became operational and officially commenced operations on July 12, 1976 and operated under that airline's name until May 15, 2000, when the airline was renamed TAM Linhas Aéreas and operated under the TAM Linhas Aéreas name until August 13, 2010. And that's when TAM Linhas Aéreas eventually signed a non-binding agreement with then Santiago, Chile-based airline carrier LAN Airlines, which resulted in the merger as well as the creation of what has become known to the world today as the LATAM Airlines Group, as this was eventually changed to a binding agreement on January 19, 2011, as the LATAM agreement was officially approved by Chilean authorities on September 21, 2011, as well as the Brazilian authorities on December 14, 2011, as the merger between TAM Linhas Aéreas and LAN Airlines was officially completed on June 22, 2012. Then on August 9, 2015, it was officially announced that the 2 airlines would be fully rebranded as LATAM, as TAM Airlines officially adopted the LATAM Brazil name on May 5, 2016. LATAM Airlines Brazil is currently the 2nd largest domestic airline carrier as well as the largest international operating airline carrier in the country of Brazil when measured in terms of passengers kilometers flown, whereas the global headquarters of the airline's parent company, the LATAM Airlines Group, is located in Santiago, Chile. The headquarters of the LATAM Airlines Brazil is located in Sao Paulo, Brazil, as the airline's main hub and base of operations is actually located on the grounds of Sao Paulo Guarulhos International Airport, which is located approximately 15.5 miles northeast of the city center district section of Sao Paulo, Brazil. That's located in the Guarulhos Municipality District section of Sao Paulo, Brazil. LATAM Airlines Brazil also has operational hubs that's located at Brasilia International Airport, located in Brasilia, Brazil, Fortaleza Pinto Martins International Airport, and Sao Paulo Congonhas Airport, located in Sao Paulo, Brazil. And the focus city hubs of LATAM Airlines Brazil are located at Belo Horizonte, Cofins, Tancredo Neves International Airport, located in Cofins, Brazil, Florianópolis, Ercílio Luz International Airport, located in Florianópolis, Brazil, Salgado Filho Porto Alegre International Airport, located in Porto Alegre, Brazil, Recife Guararapes Gilberto Freire International Airport, located in Recife, Brazil, Rio de Janeiro Galileu Ontario Carlos Jobim International Airport, located in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, and Rio de Janeiro's Santos Dumont Airport, located in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. At the time of this video review posting, LATAM Airlines Brazil currently flies to 76 destinations throughout Brazil, Europe, North America, as well as South America, with an operating fleet of 134 aircraft. That includes 10 Boeing 777-300ERs, including this one you're looking at here, with no unfulfilled orders pending on this particular aircraft type. Also at the time of this video review posting, LATAM Airlines Brazil is one of 148 airlines in the world of aviation that currently operates as a certified 3-star airline carrier according to the international airline review firm Skytrax magazine, and the Boeing customer code for TAM Linhas Aéreas, now rebranded as LATAM Airlines Brazil for this particular aircraft, is 2W. All right, everyone, let's take a look at the front of the box here. It ain't much here, but what you see there is the 1/200 scale model information, the airline's logo, the LATAM Billboard title, the computer-generated picture of the aircraft, the Walt Disney Star Wars Galaxy Edge logo, the aircraft type, as well as the registration ship number. I'm not going to turn the back of the box. There ain't much back there, okay? All right, now you're looking at the actual model stand. They actually came with this model. See the bottom of the model stand. You see the airline's logo, the LATAM title, the Walt Disney Star Wars Galaxy Edge logo there, the aircraft type, as well as the scale model information at the bottom of the model stand. And then you come up here. You see that black pad there, folks? That black pad not only protects your aircraft model, it also prevents from being damaged or scratched when and if you decide you want to put your model on this particular model stand, okay? All right, now looking at the commemorative card that came with this aircraft model. You see the airline's logo, the LATAM title, the computer-generated picture of the aircraft, the Walt Disney Star Wars Galaxy Edge logo, the aircraft type, as well as the registration ship number. Now I'm going to turn this card on the other side and let you see the information on the other side regarding this aircraft. Now looking at the other side of this commemorative card, this is all the specification concerning this particular aircraft model. You can pause and read that if you like. In the meantime, I'm going to keep this moving, okay? All right, now you're looking at this plastic bag here, and what you see in this plastic bag are the actual gear replacement doors for this particular aircraft model, including the two little toothpicks for these gear replacement doors. Please stay tuned as I go into detail for the sole purpose of these gear replacement doors for this particular aircraft model, okay? All right, with all that information out of the way about the history of LATAM Airlines Brazil and how they actually came out as an airline carrier, plus all the little details here at the front of the box, plus the actual model stand, the commemorative card that came with the model, as well as the gear replacement door you see in that plastic bag. With no further ado, here is the actual model out of the packaging box. Check it out. There it is, the JC Wings LATAM Airlines Brazil Boeing 777-300ER in their special commemorative Star Wars Galaxy Edge themed livery scheme in a 1/200 scale model. All right, first, allow me to share with you some information about the TAM Linhas Aéreas, how now rebranded as LATAM Airlines Brazil Boeing 777-300ER extended range jetliner aircraft and how it became a part of their fleet. TAM Linhas Aéreas, now rebranded as LATAM Airlines Brazil, which officially became a part of the LATAM Airlines Group on May 5, 2016, officially became the first airline operator in Latin and South America that acquired this particular aircraft, the Boeing 777-300ER extended range jetliner aircraft, when the South American-based airline received their very first Boeing 777-300ER, which bears the registration ship number PT-MUA on August 14, 2008, and took delivery of their last Boeing 777-300ER jetliner aircraft that bared the registration ship number PT-MUJ on August 27, 2013, as the entire fleet of LATAM Brazil's Boeing 777-300ERs are currently based and operated exclusively out of the airline's main operating hub at São Paulo Guarulhos International Airport in São Paulo, Brazil. TAM Linhas Aéreas, now rebranded as LATAM Airlines Brazil, had originally ordered a total of 9 Boeing 777-300ERs to add to their fleet, but eventually ended up ordering and operating as many as 10 of these jetliners in their fleet instead. And at the time of this video review posting, all 10 of their Boeing 777-300ERs are currently operating in service, as these aircraft were officially integrated into the TAM subsidiary fleet 1 year after it was officially announced on August 9, 2015, that the two airlines TAM and LAN Chile would be fully rebranded under the LATAM Airlines Group umbrella as this subsidiary, as TAM Linhas Aéreas officially adopted the LATAM Airlines Brazil name on May 5, 2016, and at the time of this video review posting, LATAM Airlines Brazil currently remains the largest Latin and South American operator of the Boeing 777-300ER variant. Now, allow me to share you some information about the specially commemorative Star Wars themed livery scheme you see on this aircraft. LATAM Airlines Brazil unveiled a special commemorative Star Wars themed livery scheme on this particular aircraft, the Boeing 777-300ER Jetliner aircraft, which bears the registration ship number PT-MUA on September 19, 2019, as this special commemorative livery scheme is actually called the Star Wars Galaxy Edge themed livery scheme. The special commemorative Star Wars Galaxy Edge themed livery scheme that's actually displayed on this particular aircraft is also a special commemoration of the Star Wars Galaxy Edge entertainment area theme attraction that was actually inspired by the Star Wars franchise, officially opened up to the general public on August 29, 2019 at Disney's Hollywood Studios at the Walt Disney World Resort Complex in Orlando, Florida, as the front sectional part of the fuselage features the LATAM Billboard title, the airline's corporate logo, as well as the side visual view of the Stormtrooper's helmet, whereas the rear sectional front part of the aircraft features the Walt Disney World Resorts Florida / Star Wars Galaxy Edge Billboard title text, along with a huge black stripe that also features a gigantic Stormtrooper that's also displayed on the tailfin of the aircraft. The special commemorative Star Wars Galaxy Edge themed livery scheme that's actually displayed on this particular aircraft was actually created and designed by Disney's creative team, who also collaborated in conjunction with Lucasfilm, as it took approximately 21 days and 2,500 liters of paint, which is actually equivalent to about 660 US gallons of paint, to paint this entire aircraft into the special commemorative Star Wars Galaxy Edge themed livery scheme that's actually displayed on this particular aircraft, as LATAM Airlines Brazil actually became the fourth airline after ANA, All Nippon Airways, United Airlines, and Virgin Atlantic respectively to actually begin sporting a special commemorative Star Wars themed livery scheme on their aircraft as well at the time of this video review posting. So, with all that information out of the way about this aircraft, how it became a part of LATAM Airlines Brazil's fleet, as well as this unique special commemorative livery you see displayed here as well, with no further ado, let's get down to the nitty-gritty and allow me to show you all the details on this aircraft model. Shall we? Let's check it out. All right. We're looking at the front of the aircraft here on the port / left side. We're going to start at the front as always, where you see the front nose landing gear, the landing gear struts, the landing gear door featuring the partial registration ship number on that nose gear door, MUA. See the pier 2 and the static port. You see the side view of the Stormtrooper's helmet. You see the radome nose cone, the windshield wipers, the cockpit windows. I'm going to give you a better visual view of those details later on in the model review. But more important, right next to the L1 entrance door is the airline's corporate logo, which is this display you see right there. And this is the corporate logo of LATAM Airlines Brazil, as well as its parent company, the LATAM Airlines Group, as this particular logo is actually a resemblance of the continent of South America, as this particular logo can also be visibly seen on the front underbelly sectional part of the aircraft as well. I'll show you that later. Now you're looking at the LATAM Airlines Billboard titles next to the corporate logo, which is this title right here. And the actual acronym for LATAM literally stands for Latin American for short, okay? All right, now you're looking at the middle of the aircraft, looking under the wings here on the port side. We see the nice looking triple landing bogey gears here, as well as the landing gear struts, as for the landing gear doors. And you see these big massive engines here. And these are the General Electric GE90-115B turbofan type engines that are used on this particular LATAM Airlines Brazil Boeing 777-300ER extended range jetliner aircraft. You also see the engine cones right there as well. We're going to turn this aircraft model around. We're going to actually see if the turbofan blades do spin. Let's check it out and find out. All right, now you're looking at the front of the engines here on the port side of the aircraft, featuring the engine strikes right there. Now let's see if the turbofan blades do spin. Yes, they do. Perfect. Awesome. And then you see the inboard landing light right there, as well as the front visual view of the landing bogey gears on this side of the aircraft. Includes the landing gear struts as well as the landing gear doors. All right, now you're looking at the front visual view of these engines here on the starboard side of the aircraft, featuring the engine strikes right here as well. And do the fan blades spin over here as well? Let's check it out. Yes, they do. Perfect. Okay. And then there's the inboard land light right there, and the jewel light makes it more realistic and appealing, as well as the front visual view of the landing bogey gears here on the side of the aircraft, which includes the landing gear struts as well as the landing gear doors. All right, now you're looking at the front of the aircraft where you got a better visual view of the cockpit windows, the windshield wipers, the radome nose cone, the front nose landing gear doors, the landing gear lights inside of the landing gear doors, the landing gear strut, as well as the front visual view of the front nose landing gears, okay? All right, now you're looking at the rake wingtips on the port side of this aircraft, including the strobe light you see there, as well as the red navigation light you see right there on the edge of that rake wingtip. All right, we're at the back of the aircraft here on the port side, and what you're looking at is the Walt Disney World Resort, Florida / Star Wars Galaxy Edge themed Billboard title, which is this title you see here. And the Star Wars Galaxy Edge is actually an entertainment area themed attraction that's actually inspired by the Star Wars franchise. It's actually located on the grounds of the Disney Hollywood Studios at the Walt Disney World Resort Complex, which is located in Orlando, Florida, as this added entertainment theme attraction officially opened up to the general public on August 29, 2019, as LATAM Airlines Brazil collaborated with Disney and Lucasfilm to bring about this special commemorative livery scheme on this particular aircraft to be used as a flying billboard to actually promote the Star Wars Galaxy Edge theme entertainment attraction. Okay? And underneath the Walt Disney World Star Wars Galaxy Edge theme title is the actual registration ship number, PT-MUA, which is this registration ship number you're looking at there. Registration ship number, PT-MUA. This particular aircraft was actually the very first Boeing 777-300ER extended range jetliner aircraft that actually entered the fleet of TAM lineage areas, and the first test flight on this aircraft took place on June 9, 2008 and was first delivered to TAM lineage areas on August 14, 2008 and operated in the TAM lineage areas fleet for nearly 8 years until it was finally integrated into the fleet of LATAM Airlines Brazil on May 5, 2016, as this particular aircraft was the only aircraft in the fleet of LATAM Airlines Brazil that was actually painted in a special commemorative Star Wars Galaxy Edge themed livery scheme, which was painted on this particular aircraft sometime in September 2019. All right, we're at the back of the aircraft here on the port side, and what you're looking at is the Stormtrooper soldier that's displayed on the tailfin of the aircraft, which is this little character right here. This Stormtrooper soldier is actually known as a shock trooper / space marine of the autocratic galactic empire under the Death Star leadership of Emperor Palpatine and his commanders, most notably the notorious Darth Vader and Grand Moff Tarkin, as the Stormtrooper's origin can actually be traced back to when this particular soldier made his first appearance debut in the very first Star Wars motion picture that was called Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope, which was released on May 25th, 1977. Okay? All right, we're still at the back of the aircraft, and what you're looking at is the APU, Auxiliary Powered Unit Exhaust Hole, which is a hole right there. And there's the strobe lights right there, as well as the entire aircraft from the rear view angle. Check it out. There it is. Awesome. All right, now you're looking at the starboard side of the aircraft, where you see the front nose landing gears, the landing gear struts, the landing gear door featuring the partial registration ship number, the pitot tubes and static ports, the radon nose cone, the cockpit windows, the windshield wipers, the side visual view of the Stormtrooper's helmet, the airline's corporate logo, the LATAM Billboard title, as well as the front cargo container loading door you see here. All right, now you're looking at the center of the aircraft underneath the wings here on the starboard side, where you see the massive GE90-115B turbofan type engines here, the engine cones, as well as the side visual view of the landing bogey gears here on this aircraft, which includes the landing gear struts, as well as the actual landing gear doors. All right, now you're looking at the rake wingtips on this side of the aircraft, including the strobe light, as well as the green navigation light on the edge of this rake wingtip. All right, now you're looking at the rear of the aircraft, and what you're looking at is the Walt Disney World Resort, Florida Star Wars Galaxy Edge Billboard title, the rear cargo container loading door, the AFT boat bin door, the registration ship number, as well as the visual view of the Stormtrooper on the tailfin of the aircraft as well. Check this out. There. All right. Before I show you the aerial bird's eye view as well as the undercarriage belly view of this aircraft in full detail, please allow me to let you check out one brief feature. It's the rolling gears. They roll all right. Front nose gear rolls pretty good, but the middle one's a little challenging, but it's all good. But it does tilt, and then the front nose gear does swivel a little bit. See there, there. Uh-oh, sorry about that. So, with that said, let's check out this aircraft model from the aerial bird's eye view. Check it out. All right, now you're looking at the top of the aircraft from the aerial bird's eye view. We're going to start at the front where you see the radome nose cone, the windshield wipers, the cockpit windows. Then you come to the top of the aircraft where you see emergency escape hatch door number 1, the anti-collision beacon light. You see the LATAM Billboard tower as well as the Airlines corporate logo on both sides. Then you slide up here, emergency escape hatch door number 2, another high frequency antenna. Emergency escape hatch door number 3, the ADF antennas. And then you come down this way, you see the Wi-Fi box antenna, and then a couple more high frequency antennas. You see the Star Wars Galaxy Edge billboard towers on both sides. See the tailfin of the aircraft as well as the horizontal stabilizer featuring the 2 little dots right there, as well as right here as well. Those illuminator lights, that's what they're actually called. And the sole purpose of these illuminator lights is they actually light up this tail here when it flies during nighttime. Now let's check out the wings and the engines underneath. Above, sorry about that. You see the top of the engines there. You see the top of the wings there, including the wing walkway, as well as the flap, slats, ailerons, spoilers, what have you. Fuel dump valve, as well as the aerial bird's eye view of the rake wingtip, including the strobe light there. Now let's check out over here. See the top of the engines over here. See the top of the wings, the wing walkway, as well as the flap, slats, ailerons, spoilers, what have you. Fuel dump valve, as well as the top of the rake wingtip, including the strobe light you see there as well. All right, now looking at the undercarriage belly view of this aircraft, we're going to start at the front as always. See the radome nose cone, the crew escape hatch door, the front nose landing gear door, as well as the actual front nose landing gear. And then you slide up it this way, you see the Airlines corporate logo, as I mentioned earlier, which is a semblance of the continent of South America. And then you slide up this way, the anti-collision beacon light, the hole where the stand goes in at. Then you slide up this way, a couple high frequency antennas, as well as the APU housing door, as well as the horizontal stabilizers underneath. Now let's check out the gears right here. Tilt a little bit. See the engines there, as well as the wings underneath, which includes the flaps, slats, aileron, spoilers, what have you, partial registration ship number, fuel dump valve, as well as the rake wingtip underneath. Now let's check out over here. The gears over here. It tilt a little bit. Okay. The engines there, as well as the wings underneath, include the flaps, slats, aileron, spoilers, what have you, partial registration ship number on this side here as well. Fuel dump valve, as well as the rake wingtip underneath, includes the strobe light you see there as well. All right, since I show you this aircraft model from the aerial bird's eye view, as well as the undercarriage belly view in full detail, now I'm going to put it on that nice little model stand you see there that I showed you earlier. So with no further ado, everyone, here is the model on the stand. Check it out. All right, fine, got this model on the stand, no problem, no hesitation, as you see it being displayed in the takeoff landing position. Now I'm allowing this model to rotate in a clockwise rotation where you see it from the port side, the tail cam of the aircraft, the starboard side, the front of the aircraft, and then back to the port side. Check it out. All right, before I take this model stand, I got it at this angle for a reason, and the reason is the actual magnetic gears that came with the model. So I'm gonna go ahead and take them all, starting with the front nose landing gear. That's magnetic, you see there. The bogey gear here on the port side, that's magnetic there as well. And then the bogey gears on the starboard side, it's magnetic there as well, okay? So with that being said, I'm gonna let you look at this model at a different angle in flight mode position with the model on the stand. Check it out. All right, now you see the model being displayed in flight mode position with the model on the stand. Now, You got one or two options how you want to display your model from this point on. If you want to continue to display your model like that in flight mode / gears up position without the gears, that's fine. You see these gear replacement doors inside this plastic bag featuring the two little toothpicks. That's the sole purpose of these gear replacement doors, so you display your model like this in flight mode position. Or you can do like I do, keeping the gear down position with the gears on there on the model. Gears up, gear down, your choice. I choose to keep mine on there because it adds more value to the model. So, with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and put these gears back on this model, take this model off stand, and go ahead and wrap up this model review, okay? Alright, let's check out the seating configuration. The LATAM Airlines Brazil Boeing 777-300ER extended range jetliner aircraft seats 410 passengers in a 3-class configured cabin layout. Alright everyone, here's the breakdown from rows 1 to 10, which will be about from here to about right here. You have 38 premium business class seats, rows 12 to 16, which will be about from here to about right here. You have 50 LATAM Plus class seats in rows 17 to 52, which will be about from here all the way back to the rear of the aircraft. You have an additional 322 economy class seats, which brings a total of 410 seats. And finally, LATAM Airlines Brazil currently utilizes this aircraft, or have previously utilized this aircraft, the Boeing 777-300ER extended range jetliner aircraft, on routes from its main operating hub in Sao Paulo, Brazil, to worldwide destinations such as Amsterdam Schiphol, Belém, Brazil, Frankfurt, Germany, Fortaleza, Brazil, Buenos Aires, Argentina, London Heathrow, Madrid, Spain, Miami, Florida, Milan Malpensa, Manaus, Brazil, New York, JFK, Orlando, Florida, Paris, Charles de Gaulle, Porto Alegre, Brazil, Recife, Brazil, and Santiago, Chile, and from Santiago, Chile to Sao Paulo, Brazil. Those are the routes. Well, everyone, this will conclude this model review. I'd like to know if you got this model or you plan on getting it, if you can get your hands on it. Your only outside chance of getting this model, and I already did some research on it, is on eBay. But if you want this model, be prepared to pay a nice premium for it. So with that said, take care. God bless. Stay tuned. There's more model content coming. Peace.